Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today I have yet another computer space to work on. So I got it all hooked up, got the harness out, and we're hooked up, ready to go. I got the monitor cam ready to roll. So let's fire this up and see what it's doing. And we get just some random weirdness, of course. Our voltage, I need my glasses. Let's see if let's take a look at our voltage here. .97, we're good there. But we got a lot of weirdness. So we will start I believe the bottom board is the sync board. The video output maybe comes off of it. So we'll start with that board. I'm just going to completely remove the top two boards and then just focus on this bottom one, probe around on it, and yeah, just kind of look around all the chips. It doesn't take long to probe through these boards. It's really not a whole lot to them. So see if we can't find anything goofy looking. Okay, so I'm just going to go through, probe around. I want to set my voltage because it's surely going to jump up with some boards missing. So I'm going to go ahead and preemptively... Oh, I can't really see what I'm doing. Turn it down a little bit. I can't see. I can't see a thing. I'm going to have to get in your way a little bit here. I'm just cranking it down a little bit. Now I'm going to test the voltage as I fire it up, which we will do now. Okay. And 5.19, we're going to go down a little bit more. And we now are at 5.12, a little bit more. Okay, that should do it. 5.02. Okay, good enough. All right. And over on the computer screen, it's just that garbled, starry mess. So that's what we're dealing with. And I'm going to put this right here. Okay. All right. And those, I believe, these are counters. .161 counters. And they're ceramic. Ceramic chips are usually pretty reliable. I'm just going through the outputs of the counters. These will probably not be the issue. Right? And okay, what do we got here? I don't see any count here. There's a floater. But it might be from another board, right? It might be from one of the other boards. So that one's not going to count. And this one's not either. So, okay. But we'll continue on. I'm going to have to get this in your face a little bit because I have to be able to see what's going on here. This is a 0, 0 right here. So I will go through the inputs and the outputs. Input, input. There's a floater. That's a dead chip. This is a 0, 0. Input, input, dead output. Okay. This chip's no good. Put a red dot on it. But I'll go through the other ones anyway out of curiosity. Input, input, and floating. All the outputs are floating on this thing. Floating output, in, float. That thing is completely blown out dead. Continuing on. This chip is a I don't know what that chip is. Where's my phone? Let me grab my phone. I'm going to take a picture of it and try to blow it up. And I don't know where my phone is. Okay, never mind. Oh, there's my phone right there. I'm just going to try to take a picture of this thing and blow it up so that I can actually tell what this chip is. I may possibly be able to tell what it is. I don't know. I'm going to have to get the schematic out to find that. We're just going to skip that one because I can't tell what it is. We have a 7404 right here. In, out, floating, in, up. Should be high, should be low. Should be that inverted. Yep, that one seems to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and mark some green dots on chips that look decent. This is a 7410. In. A 7410 is a not and, which means you have to have all ones to get a 0. So this output should be high all the time. And it is. In, this one should be low. And it is. In, this one should be high all the time. And it is. Okay. You know what I want to do is I don't want to confuse myself. So I'm going to put silver on the ones that I've looked at because I don't know for 100. I'm not 100% sure that they're good. All I know is like that one doesn't have any activity. It looks good, but you never know. All right, moving on. We have another 04 right here. Okay. Okay, good. 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 Right. That one looks good. I will put a green dot on that one because that one just flat out looks good. And we have a 7402, not OR gate. If any input is high, the output will be low. So that one is 0 and 0. It should be high all the time, and it is. High should be low all the time, it is. Low, low should be high, and it is. Low, low should be high, and it is. Okay, that one looks A-okay. That was that chip right there. Okay, now here we have another 0, 0. Good. High. High should be low. Good. Signal. Low. Should be high all the time. It is. Low. Low should be high all the time. Looks good. I am going back to, if they look good, I'm putting a green on it. Alright, next. $74.76. $74.76. I do not know the pin out for that. Let's just probe around on it. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know the pin out. I don't know what kind of chip it is. I know it's a goofy chip. Yeah, who knows? 7490. I don't exactly know the pin out. I believe I don't think these are going to be doing much of anything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to leave that. I don't know. Here's another 10. Float, float, float should be 0, and it is. High, signal. Oh, it's going to be high all the time. Yep. Signal, high all the time. High all the time should be a signal, and it is. It looks good. This chip is a 7402. 7402. Low, low should be high all the time. Yes. Signal, signal should have a signal. Yes. Signal, signal should be a signal. Yes. Signal, signal, signal. Looks okay. I'm going to put silver on that one because it looks good, but I don't know if it's actually processing properly. It's just not blown out dead. Next is a 7405, which is a, I think it's an, I don't know if it's open collector. It's a like an 04 basically is what it's going to look like. So 0. Yeah, it looks like it's open collector. Alright, there. We got a signal going there. Signal, 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 signal. I'm going to put a green on there. It looked okay. Next, we have another one of those 7476s. I'm just going to skip that. I don't know the pin out or nothing of it. I think this might be another 7490. And apparently really isn't doing anything. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not even sure of what the pinout is. I'm just going to leave that alone. Next one we have down here is a 7448, and that is basically the chip that handles the scoring type stuff. And it's got floating inputs, so I'm just going to leave that one be. Here's a 7408. It's an AND gate. This is going to be low. Signal should be a signal, and it is. Floating should be high. Floating should be high. Yeah, that one looks okay. We'll put a green dot on that one. Okay, here we have I don't know if that's 7474. I think it's a 7474. Possibly. Data's high, no clock. So it's just going to be whatever. Data's high, no clock, same thing. Just make sure they're inverse of each other, and they are. That one looks okay. No clock. Just make sure they complement the input. The outputs are complementary. It's really all you can do with this. I don't know if it's working or not, but I just want to make sure that the inputs or the outputs are complementary of each other. Here we have another 7490, and I really these don't have anything going on, so I'm not even really concerned with them right now. Next, we have a 7420, which is a 4-input NAND. So we should have a signal, and we do. We should have a signal, and we do. That one looks good. Okay, here we have 7410. High, signal, high. We should have a signal, and we do. Low, low. This will be high all the time, and it is. Signal, low, it'll be high all the time, and it is. That one looks okay. Okay. 7404. It's just an inverter, simple inverter. Whatever's on the input will be opposite on the output. That looks good. I'll just put a... Basically, in the green dot is for me to know. I did look at it. It looked good. Like I said, though, that doesn't automatically guarantee that it's good. Here we have an 02 and then another 90 over there. So this is a 02. output should be low, and it is. Output should be low, and it is. Output will be low. Output will be low. Alright, that one looks to be okay. Okay, next we have a 20 and a 10. Here's a 20. Low. It's going to be high all the time. That don't look good. Alright, yeah, I meant it's going to be high all the time. I want to know where this comes from. That looks like crap. That's an input to that. Yeah. I don't know. I think eventually I'll find it. That's not one of these, is it? No, those are flat out floating. This one just looks like... That looks like crap. We'll find out where that comes from. Here's the other part of that 20. It'll be high all the time. And it is. So that looks to be okay. I just want to look at these outputs of these counters and make sure it's not, that crap isn't coming from one of these counters. It's not. Okay. Moving on to the 10. And high. Low. It's going to be high all the time. And it is. High. High. Be low all the time. And it is. High. It'll be high all the time. And it is. So that looks to be okay. Next, we have a 08, 08, and then another 20. Here's a 08, AND gate. Yeah, that'll be low all the time. Low, high, yep. Float, float, that'll be high. Float, float, high. That looks to be okay. And then we got another 20 over here. It'll be high all the time. Okay. Signal. 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 Signal should be a signal. And it is. That one looks to be okay. Over here we have a 153, 74 153 MUX. It is enabled. Signals for selecting are 1 1. So it's going to be selecting 3. This one's floating, so that's going to count as a 1. So it's selecting whatever's on 3, which is 0, so this should be low, and it is. This is input 0, 1, 2, 3, so that should be on the output. And it is. I'm going to tentatively give that a silver because I have no idea. If it looks okay. And I looked at it and it looks okay. Here's another 153. This one is enabled. We have another floater. And it's selecting the third input again, which is right here, so that'll be on. Whoa. 0, 1, 2. Actually, this is the input. 3. I had it backwards. 0, 1, 2, 3. So yeah. Well, 0, 1, 2, 3. Yes. And 0, 1, 2, 3. So this one will be high. Alright, that looks to be okay. I'll give it a silver. We're almost done with this board. And that is a 7400 back here. And it should be high all the time. Okay. It's floating high all the time. High. Float should be 0 all the time, and it is. That one looks to be okay. Okay. Now we have, here is a 20. Another 20. High, high, signal, high. It should be a signal, and it is. High, low, should be high all the time. Doesn't matter, should be high all the time. Wait a minute. Yeah, it should be high all the time, and it is. Okay, next, what is that? I think that's a 7430. I'm going to tentatively say that looks okay, because there's not much going on it. And we have a 7474. Well, we're cleared all the time. So it is cleared, yeah. This one is also cleared all the time. So it's going to be 0, 1. I don't love that. I don't love the look of that, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead with the silver dot because I don't love it. And we have another 0, 0. High all the time. 0 all the time. High all the time. Uh-oh. High. Low. It should be high all the time. And it's floating. High. High should be low all the time. And it is. But this one is floating. We have a high and a high. No, we have a high and a low. High and a low on a not AND gate. The only way you get a 0 is if you have two 1s. We don't have 2 1s, so it should be high all the time. And it's floating. So that one is no good. So we got 2 0s on here that are bad. And I don't know what this is. I wish I knew what this chip was. High, high, low. Signal, low, signal. This might be a 02. Nope. Is it a 00? 1. That should be a signal. 1. This should be low all the time. Signal. This should be high all the time. Nope. I don't know what this is. It's not an AND gate. Not a not AND gate. Could it be an OR? Nope. I don't know. Who knows? I'll have to look that one up. Anyway, we just went through this whole board. I'm going to grab my schematic. I'm going to find out what this chip is, look at it, verify whether it's good or not. Then we can move forward. I'm going to have to replace all these capacitors and everything on this board, but we know for sure we have 2 bad logic chips, and this one right here is 4 complete signals that are floating. So yeah, bad news. So let me go ahead and find out what this is. Take a look at it. Is it a 04? High? No, it's not. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I got this board refurbed. Got some massive 220 microfarad caps. It's just all I had. They're better than what was in there. They're closer to spec. All of these caps tested good. They were way drifty. That's what old caps do, is they drift high in capacitance. Either that or they open. Like this one is the 5 microfarad cap that is in the game speed adjustment. It's right there, 5 microfarad guy right there. And it is basically open. Right there. It's supposed to be 5 microfarads and it's reading 0.2 microfarad. So it's basically open. That means this thing, and I put a pot in for it had wires coming out. I put a 100K pot in here for the game speed adjustment. And a new cap, of course. So now the game speed should be proper. So that was the only bad cap. It was just had 3 wires coming out of here. Put an actual pot in it. Replaced the 2 00s. Replaced all the caps, and we're ready to put it back in and see what we get. It should be at least a stable picture of stars. Alright, we are ready to fire it up. See what we get. Okay, so here we go. I gotta get it all plugged in. Now here we go. Hey, we have our stable picture with stars. This board looks to be working fine now. So next thing we'll do is we'll add the motion board and take a look at it. So let me go ahead and switch it off, grab the motion board. This is the saucer motion and all that. Let's throw this board in there. Come on. And let's fire it up and see what we get. Now, I don't know if we're supposed to be getting saucers. I think that we are supposed to have saucers on the screen. Possibly. Let me plug the last board in. and check that out, because I think that we should have had saucers. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's put that one in and see what we get. Okay, yeah, see, we have saucers, but they're not really moving. They're not really moving, and I don't see... Well, yeah, they are moving. No, that looks good. That actually looks how it should. Yeah. Now what I want to check the where's my screen? Here we go. Does this affect, as I put that 100K pot in, I want to time adjustment. Is this like the time that you get to play? I don't know. I got it set right in the middle. I don't think that is just the time that you get to play. This looks great. I mean, it is completely synced good. I'm going to have to... Here's coin. And start. That doesn't do anything. I'm trying to coin up and start, and it's not doing anything. Oh, now it is. It's working. Rotate left. Rotate left looks good. This is fire. Fire's not doing anything. This is rotate right. This is thrust. There we go. Thrust works. Fire doesn't seem to work. I'm trying to use the fire button switch, and there's no firing. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Game over. So let me coin up one more time. I may have gotten enough coins in here. Coin. Huh. I'm not 100% sold on these micro switches are junk. I'm going to actually see if it's actually actuating before I think that there's a problem. This is common. Okay. That one works. This one, common. This one doesn't work. I put the black lead on the common, and it should disengage when I click it, and it doesn't. This one should engage when I click it, and it does, but this one doesn't disengage. I need a new micro switch right there. So I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to go away for a minute, and I'm going to replace both of these micro switches because these things are junk. Alright, I got new micro switches. So let's go ahead and fire it up. And we'll give her another try. Okay, looking good. So let's hit the coin switch. And let's hit the start switch. What is going on, fellas? What's happening? You may have a logical failure. Let's check my switches now. Okay. Okay. It's the same thing. It's not, it's acting the same way, so it's got to be on the board. There's got to be some kind of a logic failure on the board. In the start circuit, the coin circuits, and fire don't work, remember. We did get it to start at one point, but yeah. I like these switches better anyway. They're just better switches. So, yeah. So we have a logic. I need to look up the problem. I need to look up where the control inputs are. But this stuff all looks good. This tells me that this board is working pretty good. I will replace all these capacitors, but this board seems to be working. Because it is the picture. It produces all the picture on the screen. This is going to be, this board right here has probably got the coin circuits on it, I would say. So I'll have to look at the motion board, I believe maybe is the input board. Maybe this is the input board. I don't know. I'll have to look it up on the schematic and find out where those inputs come in. Because this one was stuck high or whatever. You know, it's not working properly. And I can coin forever and hit start forever and it won't start a game. So yeah. Alright. Yeah, let's figure that out next. I'm gonna have to look at this schematic and figure out where to look. Okay, I have, I believe, found an issue. Coin switch normally open and coin switch normally closed. One of those should be pulled high. This is the coin switch. This is normally open. It's low, you can see. And this is normally closed. And normally closed should be grounded and should go high when it's switched. And it does, see that? Normally open should be high and then go low when closed, and it's always low. That, if you follow it, and I've already done this through the schematic, normally open on the coin switch, I'll put my probe on it right here, it comes to right here. Hear that beep? And this is a 0-4, and when it switches, it's supposed to invert that signal. This is the signal coming off the switch. And you see it kind of want to move. Here's what I want to do. I want to take pin 3 from this 0-4 and clip it. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn the game off, and then I'm going to clip that pin. And let's see now if that line is high. Yeah, see that? Now yeah, see? Alright, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Why is it doing that? Yeah, I don't think that was the issue. Something is holding that low. Let's turn it off and turn it back on again. Okay. And that is floating. So what else is that connected to? It's connected to a diode, and it's connected to this relay thingamajig. It's like I think maybe the relay is stuck and it's holding that low and it's not releasing, possibly. Because the way that switch signal works is when it goes normally open, goes low, it will energize that coil inside of there, and it pulls, it looks like there's a transistor and it pulls current down through it. So this thing may be holding that signal low. Because when I switch it, it latches onto there. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like that's the only thing it could be. That's the only thing this is connected to. It's very strange. Yeah, I'm going to have to investigate this a little bit. I might remove this from the board and see, because all this thing is the, I think it's the coin counter or something like that, I think. Maybe. Not sure. Yeah, but we got a problem with this. It's like latching down and it's staying that way. And it's not this. It's not the 0-4, because the lead that I clipped is floating. So it's not that. It's something else. Yeah, very weird. And now that line is being held low. Okay, yep. We'll figure it out. Let me turn this off. I'm going to pull this board out. I think I'm going to remove this thing and see if it still does that. Okay, back at computer space. And I figured out why it was not working with coin and start. There was a bad chip 20 right here. At first I thought it was the O2 because the output was like squished down to almost floating. So I clipped that and it was still almost floating. And when I clipped the trace to the input on the 20, then it freed up the output. So the 20 was internally bad. But I replaced both, the O2 and the 20. And now it, as you can see, it's just flashing because it's out of focus. But yeah, I started it and it's now flashing, but I can just start it and it comes up to that. I will hit coin. There's coin and now start. And you can see it starts up, but it's just constantly flashing because there's no other boards in it. But it is working now. That circuit's working. So let's now put this board, the motion board, back in it. And we should have the saucers moving around and stuff now properly. So let's take a look at that. Just went through and replaced all of the capacitors. This one was actually missing. You got all those replaced. Replaced this filter, 5-volt filter. So we're ready to put it back in and see how it see how the controls control. Okay, so I have it all hooked up. I've got the audio hooked up as well. So let's give it a shot. We are turned on. Oh, I don't have, hold on. You know what I need? Let me grab this little 12-volt transformer I need. So I will also plug it in. And this needs to plug into the audio input. AC in. So now it's fired up. We've got our audio powered. And now I get nothing on the screen, huh? Okay, why is that? Why nothing? Let's unplug that and try it again. Now I'm getting nothing. Why? Oh, because that's shorted probably. No, it's not either. Alright, so I'm getting nothing. Let's unplug this board. I am now getting absolutely nothing. No video. Why is that? Got that hooked up correctly. This is okay. Oh, it's because this board is unplugged down here on the bottom for whatever. One of the boards came unplugged. The bottom board was unplugged. I don't know how that happened, but so now we should be good. I'm going to plug the audio back in. Now we should be okay. Nothing's shorted. All right, let's go. There we go. Okay, now I see the saucers. When the saucers are moving up, I don't know if it. I don't think it's supposed to. The middle dots, I don't think they move when the saucer's moving completely vertical or not moving. So this is good. Let's go ahead and coin. Start. Rotate. Fire. Good. Rotate. Good. So that's it. And thrust. Sounds good. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to have to try to actually play this. I'm going to pull the monitor out just a touch because I can't really see it. So there, I'm going to turn some of the lights down. Let's just go with that. Now I want to try to play. But everything seems to be working fine. I got rotate. I'm just going to rotate right and fire. So let's coin and start. And now I'm trying to coin and start and it's not playing. Let me try to restart it. Coin, start. Now we're back to this. It won't coin and start. We're back to this junk. Well, there it goes. Won't rotate. I think my controls might be shorting out. Possibly. They are. My controls are shorting out. All right, I gotta remedy that. Be right back. Yeah, the problem is in my harness here. When these are plugged into here, these are uninsulated and they're shorting together. I got them plugged into here and they're shorting together and it's killing the controls. So I need to like put some heat shrink some heat shrink over these so that they're insulated. There, let's see how that does. They're all insulated now. Okay, now let's fire it back up. see, this should act a lot better. Okay, so let's try coining and starting. Rotate, right, fire. Finally got him. 2. All right. Now let's see if we can coin back up and play again. Yep. Rotate left. Rotate right. Fire. Thrust. And game over. Okay, so it seems to be working good. I could probably slow the game down a little bit so it counts a little bit slower. Counts pretty quick. Let me try that. Let me see if I can look in here and okay. I am going to try to time adjust. I'm going to try to increase. I want to increase the time. Without. Okay, it should be a little bit slower now. Let's go ahead and fire it back up and see if the count is a little slower. Not fire it back up, but coin up. Yeah, it doesn't look to be any slower really. Hold on a second. I want to remove some boards. I want to remove boards and actually get to that pot. And time adjust. I want to increase the time. Let's see what that does. I went all the way, I think, to increase. Okay, fire it back up. Wait for it to come up. See if it counts any slower. Yeah, it does count slower. That's good. I think this is actual real-time seconds. think that's going to call it good for this one. We have all the sounds working, all the controls working, the time. I was able to slow the time down to actual, it looks like that's actual seconds, real-time seconds. So yeah, another computer space saved. Had a few bad chips on it. Of course, all of the caps need to be replaced. At least the smaller value caps. You can get away with some of those 220 microfarad caps. Those bigger caps usually don't go bad, but it's the smaller value ones that go bad. In this section, it's good to replace because this is all the critical rotating and all that kind of stuff, and you don't want that to be out of spec or anything like that. So I replaced all of those caps, and we got everything going. It's counting good. The score keeping is correct. And it times out and then coins back up and plays again now. That was just my controls shorting out. There you have it. Computer space. Alright, everybody, I would like to thank everyone for watching and supporting the channel. And all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you all on the next Classic Arcade Repair. Computer space saved. We'll see y'all on the next one. And bye for now.